There you go. What's the delay like now? I guess 10 to 12 seconds ain't that fucking bad compared to I just gotta adjust. I'm gonna have to adjust. I'm gonna have to stop moving so fast. I'm gonna have to slow down. What's up, always raining? What's going on? Now they're saying they're saying that. That's good, Marco. They're saying that y'all just gotta look for when your comment comes up on the screen. I can't see it. Don't think that I see it when you type it. I only see it once you see it on the screen. They saying that the organ traffickers. What do y'all think about that? Organ traffickers are killing these people? I mean, there's no proof, absolutely no proof of that. It's just people just saying it. I don't know what to think about that, man. Yeah, Marco, we talking about real organs, though, not silicone organs. Not silicone organs. We talking about real organs. They're saying they're going into the ghettos of the black community where there's very little health care. There's rampant, diseases and all types of stuff. Rampant diseases. All types of stuff going on. Drug use, heroin, crack use, poor diets, and they're choosing that to be the neighborhood where they get the organs from. And who is they? And who is they? Because we hear a lot about they doing it, they organ trafficking. Who is they? Yeah, Ansel, we're the healthcare in the ghetto. And I'm not just talking about black people. These killings are going on in Inglewood, the west side of Chicago, the ghetto. These are the worst neighborhoods in the country. They are the powers that be. Who are the powers that be? So you telling me powers that be want organs from people who've never gone to see the doctor. The most close they've gone to a doctor is going to the clinic. Yeah, it's Craig and them. It's definitely Craig and them. I mean, these black people really think that it's organ traffickers. I showed you the videos. I'm going to show y'all some videos. So they want melanin. What is melanin? What is in melanin that's so great? What's so great about melanin? You donated a kidney to the doctors. How about you donate to the channel, Ansel? Donate to the channel. Donate something to the channel. How about that? Cindy G, what's up? It's the Illuminati, right? I'm gonna show y'all some videos, man, of these guys, man. It's just it's bonkers out here in these streets, man. It's bonkers out here in these streets, man. I gotta show you what these people are saying, man. I gotta show you what these people are saying, man. I gotta show y'all what these people are saying. What's up, Devin? I gotta show you what these people are saying. Listen to this, man. Listen to this. And God bless this brother. I hope he don't get mad.
What's going on, family? It's your man, B Miles, coming to you live once again with another video from the B Miles 84 Conscious channel. This afternoon, I want to come to you with my video, man, talking about, I actually want to talk to my Chicago family that's over there in Chicago. You feel me? To all of my subscribers or just people in general, man. What's going on over there, though, man? Check this out, though, right? All of those murders that is going on over there in Chicago, man, let me tell you something right about now. A lot of those murders in the city, they are being done by police and armed mercenaries, and they blaming them on gangs. Because how is it that Chicago is always winding up with a whole bunch of murders, but a lot of these murders go unsolved? Let me tell you something right now. I talked to a retired police officer a couple of years ago, and he told me, he said all those murders in the inner cities are not black on black crime. They're being done by police, because a lot of these areas, they are gang activity, and also as well, they be taking gang members and dropping them off in other gang members' neighborhoods and wind up having them killed. And also too, they were saying that when I talked to somebody, so I'm talking to somebody else from Chicago, they were saying that sometimes they be having like guys coming up on them on cars with unmarked vehicles with masks on. Just because they riding up on you with unmarked vehicles on them with masks on, that don't necessarily mean, you know what I mean, that is somebody else, or there might be somebody from the, you know, you good, man, you good. You know, there might be somebody else from the inner city, you feel me? Now, I'm not going to say it's not going on. I'm not going to say there's no, I really don't want to call it black on black crime, or rather just call it crime anyway. But okay, well, since, you know what I mean, think about it though, right? If black on black crime goes unpunished, how is it there's so many murders in the daggone city, but a lot of these murders go unsolved? That is because it is connected to organ trafficking. They are doing it over in Chicago because Chicago has become ground zero where they're attacking melanated people that's over there. Chicago is a very deep place. It is a very special place, but I'm going to tell you all, my Chicago family, they are lying to y'all about these murders.
What's up,
all
everybody?
Of these murders are not quote-unquote black on black crime.
What do y'all think about this, man? It's not the gangs now. I mean, and these guys haven't provided any proof. They haven't done a study, nothing. What's up, Cal Lux Rose? I'm gonna just call you Cal. These guys don't have any proof, but do you believe them that it's rogue? And these people are on the streets. They're not like in the ghetto. Fair use for this video. Using this video, fair use. Fair use for commentary. I'm using this video, fair use. Whatever that's worth. I think YouTube just, I don't think it had nothing to do with that, but I'll try saying that. Are black organs like send me the link, and send me the link of the mortuary in Chicago that's selling kidneys, because you know the body can't be dead. They gotta get those organs within a certain time. Black people have simplified organ transplants. Like, oh, you just take the organ out and you stick it in somebody else. It's a lot more to it than that.
They be done by police and undercover police, and they are blaming it on murders. If you don't gotta believe me, go back and watch one of my videos. And I talked to like 1 or 5 cops, and they told me this stuff is going on. So don't believe none of the media, man, because they always want to heighten up, you know what I mean, things that's going on in Chicago. How is it you always got 60 damn bodies, but where the suspects? You feel me? There's always some mad.
So he's saying because there's no suspects. First of all, these guys are professional killers. Right. I don't understand why they want black body part, and why none of the families claiming that somebody stole their, like, we don't have any family members from the people in Chicago saying, yeah, I looked at the body and it was cut up. Because once the mortician get it, it's too late. Them organs are done. You can't stick those. You got to get fresh organs. Like, these organs got to be like from people that just died. Like, these people are getting shot in front of 30, 40 people at parties and shit. And then the coroner's coming, the police are coming, and they're laying a sheet over the person and walking around and counting shells for 2 hours. And canvassing the neighborhood while the dude's still laying there. So y'all really believe, press 1 for how many people believe that it's organ traffickers doing these killings, and press 2 if you don't believe it.
It's a shooting in Chicago, but there's no body, you know what I mean? I'm going to say you might find the body sometime, but sometimes, a lot of times you don't hear no damn suspects. That's the same thing that happened over here when the Freddie Gray situation came about. How is it we had 45 murders in 1 month but no suspects? How is it Chicago always having 60 damn shootings and maybe like 12 dead, but there's no fucking body or there's no suspect? A lot of these murders, they are being done by undercover police. They are committing these murders, man. They are committing the murders. I definitely will say it's 50-50, but all of us are not killing.
I knew you was going to say that, Mickey. Everybody, all the ones who said that shit, I ain't surprised by.
One another like that. Because there's not enough guns, and I'm going to say where the guns come from. These guns are being
what's the
dumped
scope
off.
of
Crates of guns are being...
What is the scope of mean?
And dumped off in Chicago. If there are no gun stores in the black community, where all these fucking guns coming from? Assault rifles and shit like that, you feel me?
The niggas I know, they buy them guns, man. I know some niggas with a gang of guns, man. They buy them shits, man. I ain't never had no nigga tell me some people just came through and gave them some guns. Never. Oh, I thought K2 was the drug they used to turn you into a zombie. I thought that was that good old K2. I just want to see organs, how they
Every year, organ transplants save thousands of lives. But what happens if your body rejects the new organ? Hey guys, Julia here for...
You know what?
D-News. The first successful liver transplant was performed in 1954. Since then, the techniques have improved over the years. 29,000 organ transplants are...
You know what? I'm a look at organ transplant. Why do organ transplants fail? I don't. I think black people have simplified something that's very difficult, man. Like, but these are people being shot, though. I get that the organ harvest, that people can use scopolamine or whatever on people. They're saying that the people are being shot are getting their organs. They're being shot for their organs. Okay, Deshaun, I got you. I'm going to give you a wrench, man. Everybody who don't have a wrench on this channel is because it's the new channel. So there have only been 30,000 organ transplants in the history of and they've only done 30,000 of these. That's why I'm going to read it, Brandon Gordon. That's why I'm going to read this stuff. But the dudes that's telling you that it's organ transplant ain't providing no proof. They just saying, oh, it's it's organ traffickers. So they said organ donors may be living, brain dead, or dead via circulatory death. Tissue may be recovered from donors who die of circulatory death as well as brain death up to 24 hours past the cessation of heartbeat. Unlike organs, most tissues, with the exception of corneas, can be preserved and stored for up to 5 years, meaning they can be banked. So tissue can be banked but not organs. They say a particular problem is organ trafficking. There is also the ethical issue of not holding out false hope for patients. That's what I'm trying to find out, how long the organs last. Exactly how long. Exactly how long they last. I'm trying to find out exactly how long an organ lasts. Yeah, they simplify it. Like niggas haven't even done all this. This is why I'm doing this, because I know niggas haven't done all this shit. I want to see how long do organs last, man. I just want to know, how long do organs last outside of the body? organ and tissue donation after cardiac death. Typically, when a person suffers a cardiac death, the heart stops beating. The vital organs quickly become unusable for transplantation, but their tissues such as bones, skin, heart valves, and corneals can be donated within the first 24 hours. Yeah, it's blood types too. So they're just going around killing, like, and a lot of black people have type O blood though, but yeah, it's like they simplified this shit. Niggas have made it. Nah, they can't freeze dry no fucking organs. They can't freeze dry no fucking organs. Now, this is the official site, organdonor.gov. So if y'all don't believe these motherfuckers, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you if you don't believe these motherfuckers.
Every year, many thousands of people receive the gift of life, a life-saving transplant of a heart, kidney, liver, lungs, pancreas, or intestines. And thousands more people receive corneas and other tissues that restore sight and health. Transplantation is one of the great medical advances of our time. How does it work? It all He or she will be put on the National Transplant Waiting List. Once a person is on the list, the wait for an organ begins. A national system matches people on the waiting list with donors. The factors considered in matching donors and recipients include blood type and body size, how sick the patient is, distance from the donor, tissue type, and length of time on the waiting list. What doesn't get taken into account? Organs are never matched based on race or gender. Income, celebrity, and social status are also never considered in matching donor organs to waiting patients. There's no telling how long the wait will take. In fact, some people don't receive There's a complete, irreversible loss of brain function. The patient is clinically and legally dead. That's when being a donor can turn a time of loss into a time of hope. Because machines have kept blood containing oxygen flowing to the organs, they can be passed along. One person can give life to as many as 8 people through organ donation, and enhance the lives of 50 people or more through eye and tissue donation. But now, minutes matter. Matches must be found, and transplants must happen quickly. The hospital contacts an organ procurement organization, an OPO. OPOs manage the organ recovery process. The OPO checks the state organ donor registry. If the person is already registered as a donor, they'll inform the family. If not, they'll ask the family to authorize donation. A medical examination takes place. They check the medical and social history, and if the person is eligible to be an organ donor, the computer begins the search on the national waiting list for well-matched patients. The best-matched patients for each organ are contacted by their transplant teams. This is the call that every single person on the waiting list has been hoping for. The call that could mean a second chance at life. Now the transplant happens. A surgical team recovers the organs, then corneas and other tissues. The organs are sent to the transplant hospitals where the patients and transplant teams are waiting, and the life-saving transplants take place. It will take healthy living and medications to keep the organ working well in its new home. But some wonderful person has given the most precious gift of all, the gift of life. You too can make the decision today to sign up on your state registry as an organ, eye, and tissue donor. Any age is the right age, young or old. And any day is the right day to sign up as a donor.
Okay, here we go. Yeah, Marco, I know they stealing hair over there in Colombia. They steal hair in India too. Hair, I know they take people's hair. That's a big problem in India. Listen, man. How many of y'all trust some black market surgeon to give you an organ under the table and do the surgery? I don't trust it. Most deceased organ donors are brain dead. They have suffered complete and irreversible loss of brain function and are clinically and legally dead. Mechanical ventilation and medication keeps their heart beating and blood flowing to their organs. In the U.S., less than 1% of all deaths are brain deaths. These are usually patients who suffer an injury to the brain resulting from trauma, stroke, or lack of oxygen and are rushed to the hospital where doctors aggressively work to save their lives but can't. Yeah, but when somebody dies in the street, though, if your ass gets shot up with an AK-47 and shrapnel and bone fragments is going all through your body, and then you lay there in the street leaking out, how good are your organs then? And then how many people have to be involved with that for that to get into the black market? It's a lot of people that have to be involved in that. There's a lot of people, the police, the EMTs, the coroner's office, the doctors, the surgeons, the nurses. That's a lot of people that have to be involved with this organ trafficking that's supposedly going on in Chicago. So, Ansel, are you serious that you donated something? What did you donate, Ansel? You saying that you donated something to somebody. What did you donate? Yeah, I agree. Doctors can't be trusted, just like anybody else can't be trusted. Yeah, but Sydney, they're talking about the people who got shot are getting killed for their organs. Oh, you donated a kidney. Wow. Salute to you, man. Salute to you, man. God bless you, man. I remember when I was in 7th grade, my buddy needed a kidney transplant. My buddy Donald Barr. Donald Barr. He needed a kidney transplant. He had a disease, a kidney disease. He got it. He ended up committing suicide a few years ago. Maybe like 10 years ago he committed suicide. Oh, really? Damn, Ansel. Damn, you the troll with the heart of gold, man. Ain't that something? Ansel is the troll with the heart of gold. Now, Ansel, since you know so much about this organ trafficking, do you think that some people can just take somebody's body, cut some organ out of them, and like how easy would it be for some people just to take somebody and do that weren't surgeons? Like, could me and my buddies, like, kidnap somebody and do an organ transplant and get some money for it? Thank you always, Rainy. Could me and my buddies do that, Ansel? Could we just bonk somebody upside the head? And then take their organs? Because I want to know. Negroes make it seem like it's so easy. Oh, I know it happens in the third world. Now, if y'all think that I don't think organ trafficking is a big thing in the third world, no, I think it's a big thing in the third world. I'm talking about Chicago, though. The second largest city in the United States. I'm talking about Chicago. So it's not as easy as yeah, they make it seem like me and my buddies could just bonk somebody upside the head and take their organs. I'm telling you, Ansel, you the troll with the heart of gold, man. Nah, Devin, let's not do that, man. You don't want to hurt nobody, man. So this is organ trafficking, okay? This is everything you need to know about organ trafficking. Organ trafficking accounts for 5 to 10% of all kidney transplants worldwide. So that's a very small percentage. According to the World Health Organization, the illegal trade in kidneys has risen to such a level that an estimated 10,000 black market operations involving purchased human organs now take place annually. So you may be getting, the thing about the black market, you may be getting somebody who got AIDS, somebody who got HIV, somebody who got hepatitis B, somebody got hepatitis C, somebody who has all these fucking diseases. They don't test on the black market. They're not going to test for these diseases. How many of y'all would trust the organ off the black market? I'm not trusting no organ off the black market, man. I'm sorry. I'm not trusting no organ. You go in to get an organ and fuck around, come out and you be dead and get some shit that you can't get rid of. I know that people don't, but I'm saying, like, I get you. Sometimes, yeah. Oh yeah, stealing the organ is the easy part. That's the easiest part. Man, listen. Stealing the organ is the easiest part. No, stealing the body. Getting the organ out is hard. Cause you gotta get the organ out. You gotta get how you know how much of it they need? Prices vary depending on the body part. But an example, a heart can fetch up to 1 million pounds on the black market. So they say a heart is worth over $1 million on the black market. Yeah, and then look, you basically kill somebody. If you take an organ off the black market, you kill somebody. Because you know they had to bonk somebody upside their head to get the organ. But that's what niggas think. Niggas think you can just do it like car parts, Ansel. The average Negro on the street think it's just like changing a belt in your motor, or changing the muffler or something, changing the starter on your car. But yeah, a heart can fetch you $1 million, but then it got to be the right blood type and all that shit. And then it's only good for a certain amount of time, for a few hours. According to Organ Failure Solutions, Organs Watch, and ESOT, the typical organ donor is a male of about 28.9 years old, with an annual income of $480, while the typical recipient is a male of about 48.1 years old, with an annual income of $53,000. Now look at all these motherfucking Indians that had their fucking their organs cut out for organ trafficking. Look at all these Indians. These is real Indians, nigga, that had their organs cut out. This is probably in jail in Mexico. In Mexican jails, they cut out a lot of people's organs. This gotta be in a Mexican jail, or Philippines or somewhere like that. Yeah, this look like Philippines. These look like Filipinos. Yeah, they cut, like overseas. Now China's big with that. If you go to jail in China, they gonna take your organs. I'm talking about the second largest city in the United States. Under no circumstance am I saying that organ trafficking don't exist, that I don't think it happens all over the fucking world. I'm talking about, are they shooting down niggas in the streets of Chicago and taking their organs? Send it to me, man. Those who choose to go through an illegal organ transplant face great dangers, as the organs are not guaranteed to work. And many, in fact, fail after the operation. Organs are used for other purposes. How many of y'all knew this? Not just transplants. For example, there's a demand for illicit experimentations from unethical scientists, and even parts like the genitals are used in black magic or juju rituals. Yeah, this ain't chain snatching. This ain't snatching somebody's chain. This is cutting the organ out at the right part, like cutting the right part of it out, identifying the organ, cutting it out, and immediately putting it in someone else's body without killing them. Yeah, there ain't nobody doing this. They ain't killing no people in Chicago in broad daylight to steal their organs. These people are being shot down in broad daylight. These are people with the sheet over them, laying in the street with the sheet over them and the yellow tape around them. People ain't getting killed for their organs. Yeah, you would need a medical student. I think you would need a surgeon. I don't think a medical student could do a transplant. You need a surgeon. You need like a surgeon, or a rogue surgeon, or an ex-surgeon, or some shit like that. Surgery is, man. Listen, man. If it was so easy to cut people open and not kill them, which is what you got to do to transplant an organ into somebody, niggas wouldn't be getting killed by getting stabbed all the time. So you basically saying that these people gonna cut? Nah, I don't believe that shit. Yeah, you just gonna throw it in the cooler, throw that shit in a glad bag and put it in the fridge until you find somebody to sell it to. And you can't sell your own organs. It's illegal to sell your organ. Even if you wanted to, it's illegal. So even if you wanted to give somebody an organ, you can't sell it. It's illegal. You sent it to me? Oh, Lord. Here you go with your bullshit, and uh-oh. Uh-oh. I don't know what the fuck to expect out of this shit. Uh-oh. And sent me one of her spooky stories. Oh, salute. Salute, Marco Grande. Salute for the donation, Marco. And salute to Cindy G for the donation yesterday. Whew. Salute, salute, salute. Y'all keep the channel going, man. Thank you very much. So this is an article written by Urban Intellectuals. In the documentary, Hidden Colors 3. Oh, Lord. Man, Hidden Colors, man. They quote Hidden Colors, man. Hidden Colors is pseudoscience, man. Hidden Colors ain't nothing scientific about Hidden Colors, man. Click on the other one. Okay, all right. I'm about to say, they citing Hidden Colors? Shit. That's some crazy shit. You citing Hidden Colors. Yeah, and body parts is different than organs, though, and body parts are different than organs. Hidden Colors. See, the protagoration of the embodization that the black man invented the pyramids through gestation of his cognation. Allow me to envelop my phallic symbol in your Deuteronomic and demotronic sociopathy. See, I'm gonna break it down here for y'all on Hidden Colors, y'all. The determination that I linguistically parlayed due to my irrevocable convulsion of energy masticulated my ability to reinvigorate knowledge through the pineal gland. You dig? Man, don't tell me about no fucking Hidden Colors. My uncle tried to get me to watch that shit. I watched like 10 seconds of that shit. I was like, oh, Lord. I said, the black race is done. We done. So this guy was selling body parts. I believe this guy was selling body parts, and I'm not saying, I'm talking about organs. Body parts is easy. Yeah, listen, you can sell some fucking body parts. Tissue, they said tissue and ligaments and shit. You can say you can bank that shit for 5 years. I'm talking about fucking organs, not tissues. Allow me to extrapolate my enzymes coagulate into dissecting this article that Ann sent me. You see? Uh-oh. Something just happened. Are they going down to the fucking, down the street? That's a great pickup line, Devin. Try that on the next girl you see. Next time you go to a bar, I guarantee that's going to work, Devin. Try it. No. Make sure you try that pickup line next time you go to a bar. I guarantee it'll work. But you can only go to a group of girls and say it. I need you to go up to a group of girls. I'm telling you it's going to work, man. I'm not even bullshitting you. It's going to work. Trust me. Hundreds of body parts discovered in federal raid of suburban Chicago crematorium. Yeah, I could see body parts. I'm talking about organs. These people are doing, they got people doing experiments on body parts, and find me an article about organs in Chicago. Yeah, man, Devin, man, go ahead and try that and take footage, because we want to see how well it works. Man, I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck is going on. So this guy, so they sold the organs already. Okay, so you know that, Ann. How do you know these things, Ann? We talking about, I don't know what we talking about, man. Hundreds of body parts have been discovered. You know that could be off one person, right? Yeah, I do know that hundreds of body parts could realistically be off one person. FBI agents and agents with the Centers of Disease Control wearing biohazard suits raided 2 cremation services in Schiller Park on Tuesday. Biological Resource Center of Illinois in Rosemont, a body donation service, was also raided this week. This is from 2015, just for the record. According to its website, Biological Resource Center acts as a bridge between those individuals who donate their body parts in the medical research and education community in the United States. CBS 2's Brad Edwards reports the raid was part of a year-long national investigation, and both outlets are owned by Donald Green. Mr. Green is licensed as a funeral director and embalmer since 1979. Oh, I don't want no fucking organ from Atlanta. You keep your Atlanta organs. I don't want no organ from Atlanta. Fuck that. Keep your fucking organs from Atlanta. I'm good. I don't want no men's organs and shit. I don't want no transplant of no men's organs. Fuck that. Keep your Atlanta organs to yourself, motherfucker. That's why I don't think, man. And these body parts could, listen. I don't know, man. I don't know. I just don't know, man. I think it's. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. You fucking get an organ transplant. You get an organ transplant for somebody in fucking, in Atlanta, you gonna wake up singing Lady Gaga. snatched up. Shit. Listen, if niggas try to run up on me for my organs, I'm going to get their organs. I'm going to put this blade in their ass. They going to be the ones that's going to have the organ transplant. Them motherfuckers going to be the ones that's going to have the organ transplant. Man, I don't, listen. Right, I just don't believe it. I don't believe it. I don't believe these people are going into the fucking hood looking for organs. People in the hood are so fucking delusional. People in the hood are so fucking delusional, man. Nah, the Kardashians aren't collecting brains. They're collecting Negroes. The Kardashians are collecting Negroes. Every last one of them with a Negro. Let's get into some news, man. These fucking Chicago motherfuckers starting to get annoying. Let's get into the news, man. Listen. Christian parents who let their 10-month-old girl die of malnutrition and dehydration after refusing to get help for religious reasons react in horror as judge reads out their murder charge. Look at these motherfuckers. Look at their face. These Christian people that don't believe in medicine. God gonna heal you. What the fuck? You call them Reese monkeys. These motherfuckers, yeah, these white people are Reese monkeys. These are the Reese monkeys, man. These motherfuckers. Look at these motherfuckers. Look at these people, man. Look what the fuck they just did. Seth Welch and Tatiana Fusari indicted of felony murder and child abuse. Oh yeah, I heard about Cancun. Fuck Cancun. I ain't going to Cancun for vacation no more. Fuck no. So the baby was found with sunken eyes and cheeks after so listen, why did he call 911 to report the death? Don't God already know she was dead? Parents relied on God for health. No, the parents relied on God for health and distrusted doctors and government officials. This ain't nothing about nobody being illegal. These people relied on God. You ain't ever heard of them people who say God, like they believe God is going to heal the shit? I gotta look that up, man.
In Solon Township, that you're both charged with what they call felony murder, while in the perpetration or attempted perpetration of child abuse in the first degree, they're alleging that you murdered one Mary Welch. That is a charge called homicide felony murder. It is life without parole. It requires a DNA sample to be taken upon arrest.
Look at these people.
Like a cotton swab or
Look at these motherfuckers, man.
is a charge called homicide felony murder. It is life without parole. It requires a DNA.
This shit is too funny. This shit is too funny. So these people, baby got sick. They refused to take the baby to the hospital and refused to feed the baby, saying God was going to fix it.
They're alleging that you murdered one Mary Welch. That is a charge called homicide felony murder. It is life without parole. It requires a DNA sample to be taken upon arrest, which is often like a cotton swab or in the inside.
He can't be serious. This guy can't be
The second
serious.
offense that you're both charged with is called child abuse in the first degree, where they're alleging you knowingly or intentionally caused serious physical harm to a child. They're talking about this Mary Welch. It is a felony, possible penalty of up to life imprisonment or any term of years less than life. Now those are the two separate felony charges.
That guy can't be serious, man. That shit can't be serious. The way he, like that face he made, cause he cannot be serious, motherfucker. Right, that mother had to be yawning. An autopsy on Friday ruled her cause of death as malnutrition and dehydration due to neglect by adult caregivers. Welch and Fasari, who also shares her husband's surname, were brought in for questioning, where they admitted to noticing their daughter was skinny and underweight as early as a month before her death. The parents from Cedar Springs did not seek medical help for fear of having Child Protective Services called. Lack of faith and trust in medical services and religious reasons. So it's more to the story. It's not just the fact that religious is they didn't want Child Protective Services to be called. But still, Ansel, man. It's terrible, man. God dog. Oh, shit. So he called doctors priesthoods and medical cult. Yeah, these motherfuckers are crazy. Look at they killed that little baby. God, dog. Oh my God. White people, man. I don't know why you black people act like. Listen, black folks, we murder people in broad daylight all day long. But there's some white folk, man. God Dog, there's some evil white folk in this world. It's some evil white people. Man 58 confesses to dousing his disabled wheelchair-bound wife in gas and burning her alive after initially telling police he was drinking at a bar the night she died. God, dog. This dude doused his disabled wheelchair-bound wife in gas and burned her alive. That's all you can say. Always is Jesus. The woman told detectives that he lit his wife on fire and ran out of their Norfolk home. The elderly woman suffered from dementia, schizophrenia, look at this shit. Look at the wheelchair. People are, right. People are evil in this world, man. Look at all that's left of her wheelchair. I don't think it was no meth. I think that was evil. That wasn't meth. That was evil. Lord have mercy. Oh my God. Father threw his 8-month-old son into the East River and then fled to Thailand. Cops launched global manhunt for dad of toddler found floating in Manhattan. God, dog. God, dog.
You can see his little legs just floating, and then his head was in the water. But he was face up.
It was around 4 p.m. Sunday afternoon. A family of tourists from Oklahoma was walking under the Brooklyn Bridge just north of the South Street Seaport when the 41-year-old mother spotted what looked like an 8-month-old baby floating near the water's edge.
We called 911 and the operator told him not to go in, but being the kind of person he is, he couldn't leave a baby in the water like that.
Diana Campbell said her husband Monty, a chiropractor from Stillwater, Oklahoma, waded into the East River and retrieved the baby with a stick.
He felt the baby's paws, and I'm not even sure if I'm saying it correctly, paws, and there was no. But he went ahead and did the CPR, and as soon as
Love and
ambulance got here, they took the baby.
The baby was
It's an
rushed to New York
institution
Downtown
can't
Hospital where the
disparage.
8-month-old baby boy was pronounced dead. Police say there were no signs of trauma on the baby, and no parent or guardian was present. Other onlookers were visibly shaken.
It was bloated. The face was bloated. The stomach was bloated. It was like mixed race. It had the diaper on.
The NYPD Harbor Unit remained nearby looking for more possible victims, and the NYPD Special Ops tweeted out a request for information about the baby. One witness wondered if two black backpacks floating near the baby held any clues.
The baby was by the bag, floating. There was 2 bags. They didn't get the other bag. So the other bag it went that way.
Dude, do y'all know the man who jumped in that river after that baby is a brave motherfucker? I was just down by the Potomac River yesterday. So yesterday, me and my wife, we went and had a picnic by the Potomac River. And the Potomac River is a huge river, but it's not bigger than the East River. The thought of going in that river is inconceivable. Okay? Inconceivable. That water moving so fast, man, fuck. Salute to the guy who jumped in after that baby, man, and tried to rescue that baby. Salute to that guy, man. Yeah, we need fleece. Hey. We need to get fleece on these motherfuckers. We need to make fleece skeet till he's skeeting clear. You know when you bust so many nuts, only clear shit come out? We need to get fleece like that, man. There's so many crazy motherfuckers in this world. We need to get fleece to the point where he like, man, I don't want no more booty. Where fleece just like, fuck booty. Booty ain't... We gotta change fleece mind about booty. Line all these motherfuckers up and force fleece to go to work on their ass. God, dog. Fleece gonna be like, shit, I don't want no more booty. Oh my God, white people. What's wrong with you white people? What is wrong with you white people? Dog owner shoots and kills animal lover 37 who tried to step in and save the Yorkshire puppy he was choking at a hotel. Shit. All these motherfuckers Fleece got to work with, man. Fleece gonna get tired of fucking. Fleece gonna get tired of fucking. Look at this motherfucker. Rob Wilson. First of all, why did Rob Wilson confront a Negro? You never he saw a black dude choking a dog and then jumped in. He saw this. How many of my white people in here? White people in the comment section. If y'all saw a fucking black dude choking a dog, would you jump in and try to save the dog? Or would you just mind your motherfucking business and go home to your wife and family? Right. Fuck that. That's one dead Yorkie. I've been the corner and called the police. Been the corner and called the police. Don't confront none of these little young dudes. He's stupid as shit. This dude's stupid. Mind your business. Yeah. He confronted Jerome Drennan. Drennan was captured on CC Donavius Jerome. My bad. He confronted Donavius Jerome Drennan. So this guy confronted Donavius. I'm making a citizen's arrest. Or the nigga. I'm making a citizen's arrest on a black guy. Shit. What the fuck? So this guy confronted that brother. Why would you do that? Don Avius. I would have asked the dude his name first. I'd have said, what's your name, brother? If he would have been like, my name is Tim, I'd have been like, all right, I'm making a citizen's arrest. If that nigga would have said, my name's Don Avius, I'd have been like, oh. I'd be like, oh. He'd be like, and what is it to you, motherfucker? Fuck do you care what my name is? Yeah. Whatever I would have said it walking. That nigga say, hey, listen, I'm not going up on no brother and making no citizen's arrest on no brother. I might try that shit with a white dude and certain white dudes. You gotta keep it pushing sometime. That little dog, that dog's still alive too. The funny part is, Drennan was captured on CCTV walking through the hotel with the puppy trailing behind him. Wilson had been staying at the hotel with his fiancée, Sue Hoskins, while they looked for an apartment to rent. His fiancée told Murfreesboro Daily News that Wilson had called her from outside the hotel room to say someone was mistreating a dog. I dropped my phone and went running out to see what Rob was saying. Rob saying, why are you doing that? The guy said it was his puppy. He just shot him. So this guy went up to the guy and said, why are you doing that? The guy said, it's my puppy. And he shot his ass. That's simple. Could y'all imagine if this was roles was reversed? If this was a white guy strangling a puppy and a black dude came up and said, why are you doing that? And a white guy just shot him. Could y'all imagine if the roles was reversed in this story? So he went up to the guy, he said, why are you doing that? And the dude said, it's my puppy, and shot him. He ain't even get to argue. That's one thing about this brother, Donavius. Donavius ain't about all that back and forth. Donavius said, I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. That nigga Donavius said, I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. Dude said, Rob came out there and said, why are you doing that? The guy said, it was his puppy and he just shot him. Donavius said, I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. What you mean why I'm doing that? Bang! I'm living my best life. Donavius out here living his best life. He ain't going back and forth with you niggas. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. Fuck that. Donavius is like out there choking the shit out of a fucking Yorkie. Dude walked up. Why are you doing that? It's my puppy. Bang. Shit. A bullet went through his lung and he was unable to be revived. His family described him as an animal lover, and that there was no doubt Wilson would do the same thing 100 times over. Oh my God. Don Davis said, I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. Fuck that. You ask me how I'm choking my dog, fuck you. Shoot your ass. But the little dog's still alive, though. The dog ain't dead. This nigga walking through the motherfucking thing with the dog. After he shot the motherfucker. The dog ain't dead. Don Avius was just giving the dog some tough love, man. Don Avius didn't even kill the dog. The dog's still alive. What y'all think that dog's name is, man? What y'all think Don Avius' dog's name is? Pookie the Yorkie. Hey, man. That little guy, man. That little dog been through some shit, too, man. That's one Yorkie, man. You know how, like, Kim Kardashian and motherfucking, all those little socialites like Paris Hilton, they got their little Yorkies. They carry their little Yorkies. They carry their little Yorkies around in their little purses and shit. This Yorkie, got a tough draw, man. I feel bad for this Yorkie. 90% of Yorkies is getting carried around in purses right now. They got they wear sweaters and shit, got little boots and shit. They gave one Yorkie to a nigga. This the only nigga in the country with a Yorkie, too. I don't know no other niggas with no Yorkie. This the only nigga in the country with a Yorkie. I feel bad for this Yorkie, man. That Yorkie got a bad draw in life, boy. He could be sitting up in some motherfucking socialite's condo, rolling around on a chinchilla carpet. That nigga did steal that Yorkie air. Ain't no way no nigga got no fucking Yorkie. That nigga stole that shit. I feel sorry for that Yorkie, man. Yorkies live good. That Yorkie got on a FUBU FUBU hoodie. Nah, if it's a nigga, he ain't wearing FUBU. A nigga, he got on a fucking Moschino or fucking Louis Vuitton or some shit. I feel bad for that Yorkie, man. The one Yorkie they put in the hands of a nigga. Hey, man. That go to show you how bad this nigga was treating that Yorkie. Think about this dude. They gonna tell you that this dude was a good person. How many of y'all know this? When they interview his family, they gonna be like, he a good person, right? They gonna interview the family. oh, Donavius was just a good person. All he wanted to do was make people laugh and smile. He was always joking. Okay, we know two things about Donavius. He choked the Yorkie. And the dude came up and asked him, why are you doing that? And then he shot him. So within 10 seconds, this nigga was choking the Yorkie and killed the human being. When you talk to his mother, his auntie and them, they gonna say he was a good dude. He never hurt nobody. They didn't even know he had a gun. That's not like him to have a gun on him. Oh yeah, something was stuck in the dog's throat. He was giving the dog the Heimlich. He was giving the dog the Heimlich maneuver. Which of course explains why when the dude asked why are you doing that, he didn't say, oh, I'm giving him the Heimlich maneuver. He shot him. That was a proper response. Why are you doing that? Bang. But a week ago, niggas was mad because a black dude came up and pushed the white guy down to the ground, and the white guy shot him. Niggas was upset. This nigga Donavius was choking the dog, a Yorkie. A white guy came up to him and said, why are you doing that? Donavius said, bang. Just last week we was talking about it. Was that last week or was that closer? What was that story about the motherfucker who shot the black dude over a parking space after he pushed him? This dude didn't even push Donavius. This dude came and said, why are you doing that? Donavius. Yeah, we even now. We even. All right, cool. We even now. We even, yeah. We even, y'all. This payback for the black dude who got shot for the parking space. This payback. This was payback for the dude who got shot for the parking space. We even, y'all. Are we even, black folk? Are we even, y'all? I take it. We even now for that. Just for that one. Not across the board. We ain't even for slavery and all that shit. But just for that one, yeah, we even now. I think we even, man. We even, man. All right, Donavius done even the score, man. It's good. All right, Michael Dredge, you good? Oh shit. All right, Donavius was waiting. And it do seem like he was waiting for a reason to shoot a nigga though. A white dude. Don't it seem like he was like, man, first white motherfucker say anything to me, I'ma smoke their ass. He was on his shit. You could tell he had that shit in his mind. He said he saw that footage of that dude shoot that black guy. He was sitting there like, man, I hope a white motherfucker say something to me. White dude came up and said, why are you bang? White White dude said, hey, bang. That nigga Don Navy said, white motherfucker say something to me, I'ma smoke their ass. DJ said, I hope, man, let a motherfucker white. Yeah, dude called him a nigger. Don A was gonna be like, dude came up and said, hey nigger, why are you choking your dog? They're gonna be like, case dismissed, you can go home. Oh my God. Whoo. All right. Back to Negroes, man. White folk, y'all was killing it. Literally. White folk was killing it, literally. White folk, y'all was killing it, literally. White folk was killing it, literally. Niggas heard the first 3 stories I read about white folk and got jealous. How many of y'all realize that? Niggas heard the first 3 stories and got jealous. They was like, oh nah, oh hell nah. These white folk out here doing all that shit, watch this. Daddy, I'm sorry. What helpless boy 8 said just moments before his father slit his throat, stabbed his sister 1 to death, and then told their mother he had left a present for her. Oh my God. Oh my God. Lordy, Lordy. Shit, niggas heard that shit. Niggas say, fuck that. We back. We up in the house. Niggas went like Golden State on one of them 3rd quarter runs. You know when you got Golden State, you see them teams go up early on Golden State, they be winning at halftime, and then Golden State come out in the 3rd quarter and go up by 40. Niggas went on a Golden State run. God, dog. This nigga slit. Daddy, I'm sorry. Even if I was gonna kill the little motherfucker, if he said, Daddy, I'm sorry, I probably would have. Listen, how many of y'all would have been ready to kill the little motherfucker, and then if he would have said, Daddy, I'm sorry, you would have said, oh, damn, that would have pulled on my heartstrings. I'm sorry. Even if I was mad enough to do that shit, when that little nigga said, Daddy, I'm sorry, I'd have been like, oh, fuck, why you say that, you little bastard? Get the fuck on out of here. Go play. I'm like, you got 3 seconds to get outside and play. Get your play clothes on and go outside. That motherfucker said, Daddy, I'm sorry. That nigga still slit his throat. God, dog. That nigga cold. Jean-Pierre and Dasaka told authorities that his 8-year-old son pleaded with him. Y'all motherfuckers, sheesh. Now, don't get me wrong. I know it's rough dealing with women, and they bring out a lot of shit in you, but God, dog, man. Once the motherfucker would have been like, his little son was like Prop Joe. How many of y'all remember that scene in The Wild where Marlo was about to kill Prop Joe? And Prop Joe was like, I got a proposition for you. And Marlo say, nah, man, you'll be up to mischief in no time. Oh, this definitely an African. You ain't even, just look at him. Look at his face. That nigga ain't got no European blood. That nigga ain't no Indian. I bet you this nigga ain't running around talking about he no Indian. This is an African. This nigga's not running around talking about he got Indian in his family. Yeah, this is a nigga. Look at that face. That nigga got 0%. His ancestry DNA say Africa. They ain't even put no percentages on that shit. Nothing. That shit just say Africa. They sent him back an envelope that said Africa. That nigga don't know 10% from here, 15% from there. No, nigga, you African, nigga. Now get your ass the fuck on out of here. That shit said Africa in big, bold, red letters. Look at that mug. And you can tell he African too. Because Africans don't play. That little kid was like, all right, daddy, I promise I'll do more chores. Yeah, no swab needed for this nigga. This nigga is 100% African. Damn. The little boy said, I'm sorry, daddy. Ooh. He left a note saying that his wife the mother would carry the burden of her 2 children's soul. Damn. This nigga just slit these motherfuckers' throats. He was charged with 2 counts of capital murder. Oh, he's dead. They gonna get him the life. They gonna get him the death penalty. Shit. He claimed to have had high blood pressure, and while he initially claimed to not have remembered what happened, he admitted that he did something bad while at the hospital. That motherfucker killed his kids. God, dog. Fleece, man. Shit. I say let Fleece spend the weekend with this nigga. Nah, make this motherfucker Fleece cellmate. This nigga need to be Fleece cellmate. Fuck that. Let Fleece get some African booty. God, dog. Cold bastard, man. The boy said he was sorry. And you still killed him. Cold motherfucker, boy. Oh, shit. Cincinnati police officer uses taser on 11-year-old girl for allegedly shoplifting at a local grocery store. First of all, what was an 11-year-old girl doing out at 9:30 at night? Cincinnati police said that an officer used the taser around 9:30 p.m. on Monday at a local Kroger in Spring Grove Village. God, dog. You know we're going to be hearing about, if that little girl was black, we going to hear about this tomorrow. Oh, God. That little girl must not have been black. Dead fetus found in toilet. God. On board an American Airlines plane to LaGuardia. Belonged to a teenage passenger who had a miscarriage. Okay. So she had a miscarriage. All right. Damn, white people. Yeah, I mean, 18-year-old girl, I give her a break, man. She probably like, ain't know what was going on. I don't know. Shit. I give that girl a break. It wasn't like a baby. It was a fetus, so it wasn't alive. It was like, I mean, it wasn't gonna be able to like be living and shit. It wasn't like a baby. It was a fetus. Lord. Oh, yeah, she do. But I don't know, man. Don't get me get wrong, man. I don't know, man. Oh, shit. White people, man. What is wrong with you white people? Bachelor party guests 23 who drowned during a competition to see who could hold their breath for the longest in the Georgia Lake. So you going to somebody's bachelor party and you gonna have a competition to see who can hold their breath the longest. Why? Why? And then you died. Nah, they ain't hold that dude underwater. That motherfucker was trying to win. He lost consciousness. He was trying to win real bad. It was 15 of them underwater. They all left the lake thinking he had given up and gotten out before them. So they didn't even try to save him. They thought he had already gotten out. After searching a nearby house and failing to find him, one of them dived back in. He was pulled out and given CPR by an officer for around 5 to 10 minutes. The waiter died before medics could put him into a helicopter and airlift him up. God, dog. Why? Who can hold their breath? Nah, this ain't fishy. This white people doing stupid shit. Man, I believe this shit. I believe this shit. Playing stupid games and got a stupid prize. White people, man. This ain't no conspiracy. First of all, they was playing a game to who can hold their breath the longest. Hypoxic blackout. They saying that's what happened to him. Hypoxic blackout. This motherfucker. Damn. God damn. God dog. Shit. White people. Austin is a monster and he deserves to pay. Suspect 21 who killed a random Florida couple and chewed the face of the dying husband is sued by the dead woman's family. You gotta send us a picture of your daughter, always, Rainy, so we can see those beautiful dreadlocks, man. Natural hair in the house. And this is Florida. Only in Florida do they chew people's faces. I bet this is Florida. Austin Harroof allegedly killed Michelle and John Stevens at their home in 2016. Deputies found him biting John's face as he pinned his victim's body to the driveway. He spit out a piece of flesh, then told police, "Shoot me now, I deserve to die." This is why I keep the blade on me or a gun or something. Hold on. All right, cool. This is why you keep a gun on you at some point. The 20-year-old is accused of randomly killing the Florida. I knew it was Florida. Had to be Florida. Somebody chewing somebody's face is Florida. Anytime you hear a story where somebody bit off somebody's face, don't even ask. It was Florida. Man, you know I got nasal issues, man. Deputies say they found the then muscular former high school football player and wrestler in So he attacked the couple, stabbing and beating them to death. Man, shit. Nigga, you run up on me, man. Ah! It's gonna be a bad day. He ran up on this motherfucker and his wife and stabbed and beat them to death. Deputies say they found the then muscular former high school football player and wrestler in his underwear making animal noises and biting John's face as he pinned his victim's body to the driveway. Harroof is also alleged to have wounded a neighbor who tried to save the couple. I'm going to give everybody a wrench tonight, man. So next episode, y'all gonna have y'all wrench. Yeah, that's some shit he was on. He was on something.
What was the next thing that happened?
That's when I got to be right there. He turned and looked at me and said, "You want no part of this, you want no part of me," one of the two. And then from his right hand swung, and I was standing kind of like this, and whether I went and blocked, whatever, that's when he caught me there the first time.
Okay.
I saw a male lying on his back on an angle in front of the car. This direction. And I saw another male on what they call like a side mount grappling pole. He had his legs intertwined, his arm wrapped around the male, and he had his fingers like a fish hook in his mouth, pulling his face off, trying to pull his cheek apart.
Was he saying anything?
He was growling. I was here, K9 pulled off, I came in again. I gave him 3 or 4 more boot kicks to the head. At the same time, I pulled out my handcuffs. 1 more boot to the head. His head came off of his shoulder, and I was able to stop him now, where he banged his head against the concrete and stunned him. At that point, his arm came out, and I knew it got stunned. I smacked the cuff on his hand, grabbed it, and I yanked him and pulled him to here. Where his head was now this way, his feet were this way. I spun him over. Umbrella, I call him, I don't know his last name. Grabbed his
training
left arm. Yeah, training. Grabbed his left arm. We were able to put the second cuff on. He was pretty stocky, so he had to pull out his set of cuffs, so we had to use double cuffs on him. I backed off, pulled him the cuffs. I told the trainee to run and check on her. He ran in, checked her pulse, and gave me a shake of the head no.
Damn. I'll fucking knock you out. Appalling moment. White man berates a black woman for pulling over her motorcycle in his neighborhood. Paul Sheehan, 54, was arrested for disorderly conduct in the Friday incident. Motorcyclist Nene Judge Mayo pulled her bike over near his home in Boston. Judge Mayo and her husband were trying to figure out a detour to a roadblock. Sheehan was filmed ranting and raving. Cops say he may face hate crime charge.
Better health, brighter future. How can we do more for our patients? Everything at Takeda Pharmaceuticals starts with this question. We are passionate advocates for patients, committed to meeting their needs wherever they are, in gastroenterology, neuroscience, oncology, and vaccines. Takeda's 5,000 employees in the U.S. work every day to create new solutions that support achieving life-changing outcomes for patients. Takeda Pharmaceuticals. Better health, brighter future.
I'm not playing it. It's my neighborhood.
I didn't bring here. You don't know me.
Yeah, no, I do know you.
You don't know me.
Yeah.
What's my name?
You live here? You live here?
Why?
You live here?
Why?
You live here? You live here?
Why?
I'm not being shot. I'm not being
Oh, why?
my neighborhood. This is my neighborhood. This is my neighborhood.
What are you gonna do about it?
This is my neighborhood. No, you're not being about it. You're being bites in
I think her husband was there.
Ask you, do you live in the neighborhood?
This is
You
Massachusetts.
ask you, do you live in the neighborhood? Ask her. I don't care where she lives. It's none of my business where she lives. This is my neighborhood. No, it's my neighborhood. I pay. No, ask her. I pay rent. No, now you're taking it out of me. You take it out of me. You take it out of me. You take it out of me. Dad. Go. I'll be back. Is the bike still there? I'll be back.
He's threatening me, officer. He's making it a threat, officer.
You're nuts. I pay fucking mortgage. I pay mortgage. Mama, coming in the neighborhood, destroying it. I live in that corner. I get a wife and walking.
Look in the car, ain't doing nothing about it.
I get me one. You piece of. Sir, you go back down there, I'm gonna lock you up. You're out of control. Go home, all right? You got a little alcohol in you. I don't give a. Go home.
That white guy said he tired of niggas. He said it was a shooting last week. He said. He said it was a shooting last week, though. He said it was a shooting last week. He seen these black people, he said, fuck you, I want you out my neighborhood. White folks ain't gonna... White folks ain't playing. So the incident began after police erected a roadblock at the corner of Adams Streets and Chelmsford Street, blocking traffic to investigate an earlier chase of a man who struck a pedestrian and crashed nearby, fleeing on foot. The woman and her husband were riding their motorcycles through the neighborhood when they came upon the roadblock and pulled over to figure out what to do. All I did was pull over my motorcycle to park, and this man went crazy, asking me why am I in this neighborhood. Oh, shit. Hey, man, white folk tired of niggas, man. They are tired of niggas. You can see it all over the country. White folk is tired. They tired of us, man. He said it was a shooting last week. You motherfuckers destroying the neighborhood. White folks tired. White folk is tired. White folk like, fuck you niggas. Y'all niggas bring shootings. Think about all the white people we seen today, though. Think about all the white people. All right, y'all. We gonna end it on this one, man. We gonna end it on this one, y'all. Father gets 75 years in prison for sexually assaulting his daughter, who was 12, who died months later in a house fire that was intentionally set to stop her from testifying about incest abuse by her brother and dad. Father gets 75 years in prison for sexually assaulting his daughter, 12, who died months later in a house fire that was intentionally set to stop her from testifying about incest abuse by her brother and dad. And this motherfucker think that niggas is gonna ruin his neighborhood. You got white people thinking niggas gonna ruin their neighborhood. Niggas may make it unsafe to go outside, but you motherfuckers making it safe to be inside. You heard me? Niggas make it unsafe to go outside, but white people make it unsafe to be inside. This little girl's getting... They set a house fire. Listen. He was fucking his 12-year-old daughter since God knows when. How old? We don't know how old she was when it started. Then he set the house on fire, killing her to stop her from testifying. He got 50 years in prison. And 25 years for third... Oh, my God. His son, 19, previously admitted to 7 counts of sex abuse involving his younger sister. Paige and her 16-year-old cousin, Shakaya Cockerham, were killed on May 15, 2017 in a house fire. The fuck? These motherfuckers.
District Court Judge James Drew sentenced James Exline to a total of 75 years in prison, 50 for second-degree sexual abuse and 25 for third-degree sexual abuse of his daughter, Paige Exline.
I consider the fact that before you started to commit these crimes, you had reason to believe that that Paige was being abused by another family member. And when you took steps to address that matter, then you began to commit the crimes.
While addressing Exline, Drew says this was not an isolated incident and it was extremely troubling that someone would do this to their own daughter.
I consider you to be extremely dangerous. I consider these crimes to have been as serious as any crime that could possibly be committed. And given all of that, I absolutely agree with the state that consecutive sentences are appropriate.
God, dog. This motherfucker. God. So he not only killed his daughter, but he killed her 16-year-old cousin in the house fire that they intentionally set to keep her from testifying. God, dog. Pure evil. Right, the cousin, who knows what happened to the cousin, but God, dog. The older brother was sleeping with the 12-year-old, and the father was sleeping with the 12-year-old. Yo, Felice. Felice, where you at? Felice. Man, I would crunch up a whole bottle of Viagra and inject that shit into Fleece's veins and tie this motherfucker, hog tie this motherfucker over a bed and just let Fleece go to work on his ass. I will give Fleece, I'm telling you, man. Release the fleece. Fleece. Release the fleece. That's my accent, my DC accent. Release the fleece. Man, I would give Fleece, I would take an energy drink, crush up some Viagra, shoot that shit in Fleece's veins. Make him snort 2 lines of coke and let him go to work. Fuck that. This dude is a horrible person. This is a bad guy right here, man. This is a bad guy right here, Jack. And you notice I didn't mention Vaseline. I'm like, Fleece, no Vaseline, baby. No Vaseline, Fleece. Just straight work. This nigga ain't getting no Vaseline. This guy ain't getting no Vaseline. Death by Fleece, yeah. Death by Fleece. All right, see you later, Ansel. Death by Fleece. Oh, Lord. Jesus. This a bad guy right here, man. Like, he didn't even discipline his 19-year-old son. Like, when he found out the 19-year-old son was sleeping with the 12-year-old, or however old they were, maybe he was 15 and she was 8 when he found out. Whatever. However old he was when he found out his older son was sleeping with his youngest daughter. He was supposed to, as the man of the house, he was supposed to set that situation straight. Instead, he started sleeping with her, and then when she was about to testify, he burned the house down, killing her and her cousin. That's a terrible human being. Just a bad, shitty person. God. Think about it. You a 12-year-old girl and your brother and your father are passing you around. Just a and then you burned the house down. The family house where the whole family supposed to be living at. You burned it down to kill your daughter, who you had been sleeping with, and your older son had been sleeping with. So you've been screwing her whole life, and then you burned her in a fire. This is what this girl's dad did to her. Her dad molested her and sexually abused her for her entire life and then burned her up in a house fire. That was a big-ass house. That wasn't no trailer. That was a 3-story house. God. I feel sorry for this girl. Listen. This girl had a dad. This was her father, the man who was supposed to protect her in this world. Who sexually abused her up until the time she was 12 and then burned her to death in a house fire intentionally. And then will have the nerve to become, and then if he see you in his neighborhood, he'll come outside and talk about something you ruining the neighborhood. Nah, motherfucker, your neighborhood already ruined. Your neighborhood is already ruined, my G. God, dog. Some people are all, listen. God, dog. Oh, man. Oh, man. Jeez Christ.